UvaldeRadio.net. Good afternoon, Robert Miguel checking in to, get everybody caught up because really some fun stuff happening this weekend at the Uvalde Grand Opera House. And to tell us all about it, the director of the historic venue, Caitlin Visel. Welcome back. Haven't done a phone interview in a while. We're usually in person doing the White Room thing, but I know you guys are probably crazy busy, but really looking forward to, wrapping this thing up, but getting the show out there for the Uvalde public. So tell us all about what's going on this weekend at the Opera House.
Okay, so, this whole month we've had a cast of 15 kids here at the Opera House doing UPOP, which is our summer youth theater camp, essentially. And this weekend is the performance. So we've been working really hard. We've got shows tonight at 7 and then Saturday at 2 and 7. The show is Once Upon a Pine, The Adventures of Pinocchio. And it's really, really, really cute and really funny.
Now, before we get into the talking about the content of the actual program, let's go ahead and rewind because this was the show that y'all were going to do last year, and then pandemic happened. So let's rewind. Let's talk about, all the, the reorganization and, just kind of go back and fill us in what that's been like, having to get this thing, finally getting this thing out.
Yeah, so in 2020, this was going to be our UPOP summer deal, and we were going to do the show, and it was going to be great, and we were really, really hopeful that we'd be able to get it done, and then all of that lasted way longer than we had anticipated. So we had cast the show in 2020 with 8 kids, and we were going to make it work, lots of dual roles and things like that. And now, then we had to cancel, and so we worked with the director remotely and got her to come in a couple of times to do in-person auditions and open it up to more kiddos. So the kiddos who wanted to still participate, who had been cast in 2020, retained their roles with a few different little minor tweaks and things like that here and there. And then we had a whole other bunch of kids that decided that they were done with 2020 and they wanted to be part of something summer of 2021. So we have a cast of 15 plus 2 youth stage crew folks. So we've got 17 kids that have been here since July 6th.
So from what I understand is you had 8 last summer, and you lost about half of them, right? But then you you more than made up, right?
Yeah, so we had a couple that aged out, and then we had a couple that...
they aged out like Menudo. You remember Menudo? Ricky Martin? Anyway,
yes.
Go ahead.
They were older than 18 is what I...
Right, no, gotcha.
No, so we had a couple that were old that turned older than 18 this past year or moved away. We had several families move away and our core cast for a lot of the bigger roles. So we were really excited that we had all these new people. We've got a bunch of people from all over the area. We've got all the way from Brackettville to Lakey to Sabinal and Canepa and Uvalde. I think that covers everyone. But yeah, it's been really fun, and a lot of these kids, this is their first time doing anything like this.
Now let's talk real quickly about the production and directorial staff. So it's you yourself, also your assistant Camille Sanders, and then your director. Let's talk about the staff and who's actually in charge of this production.
Right. So as you said, myself and Camille are the producers for the show, as well as Camille will be the accompanist. So we will have some live music things going on.
Ooh, all right.
If you've missed Camille performing, you'll get to see her play the piano.
Nice, all right.
And then our director is Miss Autumn Wooten. She has been a UPOPper in the past. She's currently a college student at Wharton Community College. Wharton Community College. And she is studying art there. And so she's done UPOP shows here before. She's done some of our adult shows. She's been a stage manager. I think she said this will be her 13th production here at the Opera House. So we're really excited to have her kind of working through with the kids on different aspects of what they need to learn about being in theater and doing plays and how they need to project and how they need to hold their bodies and just all those different kinds of things, so that Camille and I were able to focus on the detail stuff. We need this thing for this costume, and we need this person to have this item, and all that kind of stuff was kind of, whew.
Well, now getting back to Autumn, I mean, how fantastic is that to have the director be somebody who's actually been in the program a few times? I mean, talk about full circle, you know.
It is.
Wow.
It's been fantastic because she knows how it is to be a kid in the program.
Yeah.
She's been through it with Rosie before I got here. This is my first U-Pop ever. I've never done U-Pop before, so I was kind of flying blind. And thankfully, Autumn and her parents, who are some of my great volunteers, Dudley and Marcia, they've been very, very involved. And we've been building set pieces, I feel like, for a year. So we've got some really, really cool sets that the kids have helped build and create different aspects of everything. We also had adult volunteers, so Dudley and Marcia, which are Autumn's parents, and then Steve and Ellen Balke helped a lot with our set pieces, especially the big flat painting and like that. Ellen Balke is a fabulous artist, and we're very fortunate that she volunteered her time before the kids ever showed up. I mean, we had those pieces done straight out of the gate, and we're so thankful for them doing that for us.
Now getting back to Autumn being director, were there any kids on the current roster that you're looking at going, I can see this kid being a director in about 5-10 years, something like that?
There are a couple that
are they bossy or just super talented, or both?
Both. I cannot express how great this group of kids has been any more than saying they've been fantastic. We've had our days, as anyone who works with children regularly.
Right, sure.
But we've got all the way from 9 years old to, I think, 16 is our oldest this year. And at first, they didn't know each other, and they didn't know what to do, and we didn't really know what to do either. So we got to know each other, and man, the progress from July 6th to today is just astounding. I mean, I knew it would all come together, but there's been a lot of character growth and then new friendships and stuff like that we've get to see form, and that's been really fun too. So, we've got a fantastic group of kids, and they're all so talented, and this play gives a lot of freedom for a lot of character development. So I'm excited for everyone to see what these kiddos have done with their character.
I would think that would be a big part of it, just building a rapport, a friendship with your other castmates. Part of it's just kind of like you're still a kid. So there's that whole part of being, a kid that gets in the way of, being nervous, self-conscious, whatever it is, your kid hang up is. Once you have to get to know people, in order to start working with them effectively, right? I mean, even being an adult, it's hard to work with strangers, but we kind of suck it up.
Right.
So what was that like watching? When do you feel like it kind of gelled? At what point?
I think I missed it. I think I was out of. This is why I'm so thankful for the people that I have. I had to leave unexpectedly due to a death in my family, and so I think I missed the day that it just all kind of clicked for everybody. But man, when I got back, I was like, who the heck are these children? And the other ones.
Awesome.
It was like they finally all kind of started getting their lines, and they were all comfortable with each other, and we had done enough developing games, and Miss Camille had worked with them, and Miss Autumn had worked with them on so many different aspects of the show, as well as just other things. Like we've worked on projection and facial expressions and all kinds of body language stuff and movement, and we've done so many different exercises and games, and we've had a great time all month. And when I got back, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is fantastic. Like,
I know exactly what happened. I think that while you were gone, because as sweet and lovely as Camille Sanders is, she has a dark side. I think she put the fear of God into those kids.
She used her teacher voice on
There was something went on behind the scenes. You'll never know, but I'm sure it's a great thing. Well, that's fantastic. So I guess go ahead and give us a rundown about generally, without giving it away, what's the story about, and how does it differ from, I guess, the Pinocchio that we all know, from live action film or the Disney classic?
Right. So this is not a Disney classic. This is an interpretation of the same story. So you'll see a lot of characters that are very, very similar, but maybe their name is different, or something about the context of their character has been changed, just to make it its own kind of thing. But it shows a lot of Pinocchio's kind of growth and his emotional growth, as well as figuring kind of out what all goes on and what you have to do to be a good kid. And so there's a lot of really good life lessons kind of packed into this. And that's been another fun aspect, because we've got to work with, a 9-year-old to deliver the lesson that the whole play is all about. That's been really, really great. And man, that girl nails it every time.
Nice.
Another kind of fun aspect. So, like I said, it's the story of Pinocchio, but it's a little different take on it. It's a dramedy. So there's high drama, but also so much comedy.
Okay.
Like, there are scenes I cannot be silent. I just laugh the entire time. And I've been watching this for a year now. Like, I've been reading through the script, and I've been watching the different programs of it. Also our kids, and I've been watching it every day for the last 4 weeks, and every time it still makes me laugh.
That's awesome.
So it is an appropriate show for children. It's also so appropriate for adults. It's great for everybody. So I'm really excited for everybody to come out and see it. It's going to be fantastic. So
looking back at the preparation, the rehearsals, give us some standout moments, or I guess whether it was fun or maybe dramatic and scary. What are some standout memories you have from the rehearsals in particular? So there was a couple days that I was downstairs with the kids kind of by myself, and I will admit to anyone, I am not an actor nor a performer. The most I will do is be behind the set and move stuff for you. But I was tasked with giving them different, different things to work on. So we worked on my day. We worked on facial expressions. We also worked on some body language. And I got to share a game with them that I learned in college when I took this weird class. I'm not even going to get into that. But I took this weird class for education majors, and we did that, and it was basically the freeze frame game, but you're a dinosaur, and you need to walk and act like you're a dinosaur until the music stops. And we got to do that, and we had a lot of fun doing that. I'm sure Camille and Autumn could give you even better memories. They have been way more involved. They've been involved with the kids almost every single day. I have been down here, like, trying to get the posters done and trying to get all the tickets on sale, doing all of that, and then still operating the Opera House on a daily basis. So it's been a great team effort. But, I can tell you that each of these kids is a fantastic individual, and I'm really excited to see them grow up, and I hope that they'll all come back. And one last question about the production. Whenever you guys are preparing tonight for opening night, I'm sure you're going to have a little pep talk. Are you going to have that pep talk? And if it's you, what are you going to say, or how do you envision opening night going this evening?
Oh, opening night. It's different every time, but everybody's always nervous for some reason. And opening night is always so great. It's a great experience for everybody, and it's a great kind of team-building exercise for the cast, because they've done this multiple times this week. They've done this show front to back to front, so many times, over and over, and they'll all get so nervous because people are going to sit in the audience.
Yeah.
Well, what I always tell them is you can't see those people anyway. The lights are too bright. So don't worry about it. Just pretend like it's an empty room, and then when you hear the laughter, you can just laugh along with it. But I think for the most part, the pep talk will be delivered by Autumn. She's got a lot. This is her first time directing a show. And she's done a great job, and I know that she's really proud of these kids. We've had long discussions about, oh my gosh, can you believe so-and-so is doing what they're doing? Because when they started, they didn't want to talk to anybody.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just really excited. I think opening night's going to be great. I think all the shows are going to be fantastic, but it's a really, really magical moment kind of to finish that first show and get all the nerves out, because then it's just fun.
Well, thanks so much for all the insight. We're looking forward to the big show. Again, opening night is tonight at the Uvalde Grand Opera House. It's Once Upon a Pine, The Adventures of Pinocchio. Is that right? The correct title?
Correct.
Okay,
yes.
And so give us all the information. Again, it's a show tonight at 7, and then tomorrow, Saturday at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. What are ticket prices and doors opening, all that stuff?
Okay, so ticket prices are $15 a seat. The only discount you get is if you sit behind a pole.
Okay.
So if you're sitting in a seat, you're paying $15. That includes children, unless they're like a little tiny one and they're going to be in your lap the whole time. Then we'll talk about it.
Okay.
But, so $15, 7 p.m. Friday night tonight, 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. are the show times for Saturday. Our box office will open an hour and a half before the show. So the nighttime shows, the box office will open at 5:30. The theater will open at 6. We will have water and soda available. No food is allowed in the theater, so but we do have a concession stand of water and soda. What else? You can get your tickets ahead online. It's a mobile-friendly site, so uvaldeoperahouse.org. Click into the tickets for Pinocchio, and you'll be able to choose your seat, and then you'll get your tickets emailed to you, and we'll just scan you in at the door. It's really easy. If you want to swing by and get tickets, you can do that an hour and a half before the show. So, if you're planning to purchase tickets at the door, I really, really, really strongly encourage that you get here at least 30 minutes before showtime, because it gets crazy in the lobby.
Yeah, well, plus, the people that are selling you your tickets are also the people that are directing the kids and wrangling, you know what I mean? So, yeah, let's be mindful. But they got work to do. Yeah. But so, very cool. That sounds like a bunch of great information. Again, the shows are tonight, Friday night, and then tomorrow, 2 p.m., 7 p.m. Tickets at uvaldeoperahouse.org. We've been talking to Caitlin Visel, director at the Opera House. And real quick, give us a quick preview of things to come at the Opera House. Just whatever's on the top of your head.
Oh, I have my list right in front of me.
Okay.
I can tell you all the things. So this weekend, Pinocchio. Then August 14th, that is a Saturday night. We're going to do trivia night, and it is The Office Trivia. So get your teams together. Come on out. It's going to be really fun.
That's what she said.
Then September 25th, we've got Texas Country at the Crossroads, featuring September Moon, Ragland, and Jenny Dale Ward. That's our rescheduled concert from the spring when we had a technical failure.
Mm-hmm. It's okay, but it's going to be a great show. Can't wait. Hear all those bands here on UvaldeRadio.net too. So boom.
Yeah, and let's just brief moment. They're all fabulous bands, and they're all like hella good women singers.
Yeah, girl power show. Good stuff.
It's
Can't wait.
Power show. Then October 8th, during Foursquare Friday, we're going to have our 130th birthday jamboree. So we'll be in the annex. We'll have some local musicians come in and play music, and it's just going to be a big party. So come on out to that. Then the highly anticipated return of Mystery at the Opera House, October 28th, 29th, and 30th. That's Halloween weekend. It'll be a similar immersive theater, escape room style murder mystery thing, but completely different from last year. So don't even think that if you came last year, you're going to be able to.
It's exciting. I can't wait to see it. It's going to be great.
November 13th, I'm really excited about this one. We are introducing Uvalde Feud, which think Family Feud, but for Uvalde. And
I can think of a few Uvalde family feuds.
So we're going to have teams of 4, 8 teams of 4 that apply. It's going to be a whole thing. But essentially, you are playing to win money for the charity of your choice.
Nice. Cool.
Uvalde. So that's November 13th. And then November 19th, the Good Eggs are bringing Patsy Torres for a concert on November 19th. Then December 3rd, we've got Christmas at the Crossroads, so we'll have pictures with Santa in the annex. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be awesome. We're already planning it. December 11th, we've got Breakfast with Santa. And then December 11th in the evening, we've got the Good Eggs Christmas pageant. So that's going to be really fun.
Good Eggs coming back strong, second half of 2021.
Strong, yeah.
I love it. There's some girl power there. And, of course, thank you to you, Caitlin, and Camille, the real girl power, holding up that Uvalde Opera House. So, cool, man. There's lots of great stuff. And, again, details are always at uvaldeoperahouse.org. You can follow the Opera House on Facebook and Instagram, and I believe you got the TikTok going on now. What are the socials?
I don't have a TikTok.
Okay.
Neil maybe is working on a TikTok, but I can't work it.
Okay.
So I'm going to just say I'm too old. I don't know how to do it. We have Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter sometimes when it works. You can follow us at Uvalde Opera on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. That is where you can find all the things if you don't want to go to our website.
Well, very good. Kaylin, thanks again for the update. We're excited about the big show again. Once Upon a Pine, The Adventures of Pinocchio. Opening night is tonight. 2 shows tomorrow, 2 p.m., 7 p.m. Tickets at UvaldeOperaHouse.org. Kaylin, thanks so much for your time, okay?
Thanks, Robert. Have a good one.